And we're off to the races. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fasten your seatbelts. Today we're going to have such a great show. Like every show I tend to have. Every time I get on here, I feel happy, blessed, all the way around blessed, because I usually have great artists, great actors, every artist you could think of. Tonight is one for the ages because this is the very first time that I have a multifaceted young artist who's already a winner. She's already won accolades. She's won awards. And get this, she's only 13 years of age, straight out of Oklahoma, country superstar. Give it up for Alice Jackson.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I know it's a little late over there, and you know, but did you get all your homework done?
Yes, I did.
So the weather's kind of bizarre over there. We were talking about off camera, right, with your mom.
Right.
Yeah, it's nuts. You know, over here it's about 100 degrees, and it's starting to get muggy, and somehow we're supposed to get a storm very soon happening, and that's wild, you know. So I'm very excited, Alice. Thank you for coming on the show.
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm super excited.
I'm really happy because Oklahoma,
Yeah.
right? Dude, that is so cool. Oklahoma. You know, many years ago, my sister, who's gone to be with the Lord, many years ago, she lived in Oklahoma too. And she came back speaking a little different, and I can catch it in your voice when you're talking. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So anyway, I'm really excited because you played in just about all these different places in Oklahoma. I mean, you're probably very well known over there, and you shoot. Is it Tennessee where you're shooting occasionally? You have a couple, you know, songs that you put out, and you actually went as far as playing. I want to hear all about Graceland, Elvis. Yeah. What was that about?
So before school got out last season, I am in the school orchestra, and we were gonna have a concert, and I was like, hey, can we play Can't Help Falling in Love at our concert? So I played guitar and sang. One of my friends played piano, and then the orchestra followed us, and that was pretty good. And then my mom emailed it over to Graceland, and they were like, oh yes, come be in our junior showcase. And it was actually the first year that they did the showcase, so that was pretty fun. And then I went out to Memphis. I did the showcase. It was a blast. I met some great people, and we're gonna see where that takes us now.
That's unbelievable. You were honored at the Oklahoma International Bluegrass Festivals, right?
Right.
Night scholarship. Way to go.
Thank you.
So you're a recording artist. Nashville. This is like where it all happens. That's like the city, country, a city, or I would call it a cosmos of music. And it's everyone that ever becomes super big has to go to Nashville. And you at the tender age of 13, you're already making waves everywhere. And I'm super excited. You know, and I mean, you went to Graceland. So, I mean, you could potentially be the female Elvis, right? Female version Elvis somewhere down the line. That's so cool. Do you remember, because you're like the other thing that's really stands out, and obviously, you know, it's something that it takes years in the making. You are a multi-instrumentalist.
Yes.
That's insane. You're only 13 years of age. You know, at 13, I couldn't even pick a guitar. And you play the guitar, the fiddle, the piano, the what else do you play?
Mandolin. So yes, guitar, fiddle, mandolin, viola, piano.
Holy mother of God, that's amazing. That is so great. And your parents did a good job with you, I got to say. I'm very excited to maybe someday Leah can come on. I can interview her and ask her, how did you teach your daughter? Or like, how did it all start? Do you remember the first instrument you started playing with? Which was the first one you picked up?
We have this like heirloom piano in our house, which is German. It's kind of janky, and some of the keys don't work right. But I started taking piano lessons whenever I was probably like 8. And then I was like, you know what? I don't really like this. But whenever I started actually picking up a bunch of instruments is right whenever I started 6th grade. I feel like starting orchestra and actually like getting experience and playing with everyone helped me like really connect, like, oh, this is how instruments work. And then after that, I went on to just like pick up a guitar and teach myself and taking fiddle and mandolin lessons.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the rest is history, as the
Yes.
old adage would say. Wow, unbelievable. You've also sung it's fair to point this out, the national anthem at ball games and sporting events. How do you feel? How do you prepare to go out there? You just go out there and don't think about it and practice and
yeah, practicing is a lot into it, but I feel like if you're not nervous, you don't care enough. So I'll always be a little nervous, but I'll be like, this is okay. I can do this. Come on, Elvis. Come on, help me get through this. And then we go and slay the national anthem.
You're slaying all right. That's fantastic. I'm very happy to hear that. I gotta tell you, it's so inspiring because in this show, you know, we try to inspire people. And what more than a 13-year-old who is a multi-instrumentalist, no less, has already sung the national anthem at ball games and abroad. And you went to Graceland too, you know, and that's amazing. How were you able to go and take us real quick? We could circle back to, because I'm a big Elvis fan too, myself. Graceland. Were you able to go inside and were you given the tour?
I have been inside Graceland. Whenever I was on my way to Nashville last time I recorded, we went and stopped in Memphis, stayed the night, and then on our way to Nashville the next morning, we actually went into the house. But this time around, we could not find the time to actually go into the house, which I was super disappointed about because I really wanted to go.
Let's talk about Jaguar.
Jaguar?
Jaguar, the song you recently got an award for, right?
Right.
What was that like? What's going through your mind when this song? We'll take it back a notch, peel back a few layers and find out what inspired the song and how the creative process. But I want to know how you felt the moment you found out you came to award for this.
Yeah. So what inspired the song? My producer wrote the song. She's great. I love her so much. She was like, hey, give me a song that you wish would have been your song. And I was like, okay, whose bed have your boots been under, Shania Twain? And then she came up with Jaguar. We recorded it. It was great. I think some of it was rewrote before we did it. It was edited. But whenever I found out that it was winning awards, I was like, no freaking way. I won my first award. This is awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jackson. Wow, it's super great. Now, when you go to school, are you like, oh, there goes the little musical girl or the singing queen or something? The girls are sometimes can tend to be mean girls or you think she's the next big thing or look at her go or are they all like super cool with you? They want to hang out with you because you're like the celebrity from the school or what is that like? What's your day-to-day look like? My
day-to-day at school, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, is that Alice Jackson rising country star? I'm such a big fan, like stuff like that. That's actually a quote that one of my friends says every time that he sees me. Some girls can be a little jealous, and I'm just like, okay, you're just jealous. But I think a lot of people do support me in my school. All the staff support me and want to hear about all my music stuff. And that's pretty nice because I feel like they have a lot of connections, especially like the principals and stuff. I actually got to sing the national anthem before a school assembly. And that's pretty much the day-to-day.
That's so cool. So the whole school knows. Do you think you get special privileges or like special treatment being that you're the country superstar?
I wouldn't want to say that, but like maybe a little bit.
Like, did they give you extra chicken nuggets on your food? First off, do you guys bring your own lunch or does the school provide lunch for middle
They
school?
don't. They have lunch, but you have to pay for it. So
Okay.
we pack lunch.
Get it? Smarter. Just
Mhm.
bring your own food. That's fantastic. And okay. And what inspired? What's like what beside Elvis, right? You grew up listening to a plethora of music. Your mom, your dad's influences.
Mhm.
I think about my son. His influences are from heavy metal all the way on
Yeah.
down to country and new wave. Which is what I
Mhm.
listen to when I'm in the car and my wife. What were your influences? Like, what do you like outside of Elvis? What other like female singers or do you look up for or look up to rather? Sorry.
Whenever I first started, I kind of wanted to sound like very classical, very Adele, very Celine Dion. So I think
Mhm.
those ladies are still a big role in who I am today. They're still great talents, great inspirations. But for like country wise, I'd say definitely Shania Twain, Dolly,
Dolly Parton,
the Chicks. I love their music.
the Chicks, yeah. They were the Dixie back in the day and they dropped that.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, I'm glad they did. Um, yeah, that's so cool. Do you like what do you think about the hip hop infiltration into country, like kind of the Jelly Roll of sorts, It's
Yeah.
got a little hip hop. What do you think about that?
I think it's pretty good actually. Some people I know they don't like it, but I actually kind of like it. It's pretty nice, it's pretty solid, pretty
Yeah.
chill.
And what's the other guy who's the other guy that sings hip hop and then he crossed over to country, but he has the tattoos on his face?
Post
The
Malone.
Jelly? Huh? Yeah, Post Malone. What do you think about that guy? He's such a virtuoso, right? He's amazing, right?
I love Post Malone. I think he's like great. I would love to meet him, love to do a song with him, love to perform with him. I really like Post
Look at
Malone.
you. Yeah, that was gonna be one of my questions. Like if you could okay, so if you could perform with anybody, it'd be Post Malone. Who else?
Lainey Wilson, Megan Maroney, those kind of ladies. Let's think. Oh gosh. Dolly, yes.
Let's go back to Dolly.
Yes, my grandpa, Alan Jackson. I think that would be a legendary collab.
Wait, your grandpa is Alan Jackson? Oh, you weren't
Um,
supposed to say that.
no,
That is so amazing. Oh my
he's
God.
not.
No.
Mhm.
But I think that's amazing. I think what you got, we have music, like I have music runs through my veins because my father is a self-taught musician
Yeah,
growing up, even though he didn't go like mega big or whatever, but I grew up with a lot of like influences of like Tex-Mex kind of music.
yeah.
Um, let me ask you this. So when you're not like performing or practicing or music and that sort of thing, what do you do for fun? And what are some of your activities that you do with your friends?
With my friends, I don't have a lot of close friends. Maybe like 1 to 3 people that I actually like. Close friends, maybe like teach them to play an instrument, or
Uh-huh.
we'll go swimming in our pool. I used to do a lot of horse riding. I still wish I did, but music's picking up so much that's had to drop
Okay.
out. But if I could, I would ride horses every single day.
Wow. You're going to be bigger than Taylor Swift. I'm putting it
Yeah.
out. Know
Thank
that,
you.
right? Yeah, just know that. So this is going to be cemented forever. You know what I mean? Like this
Yeah.
this
We're
interview, and I'll look
manifesting it.
back on that and tell you that, and
Yeah.
say somewhere down the line when I'm walking down like this, young lady, you remember me when we had the, you're like, yeah, of course, Jim, how you doing? No, not too good these days. See my lower back. And then you're gonna be on top of the world. Yeah, I'm so happy, man. So really, really, it's unbelievable, refreshing to see young people that are into music and they're making it happen. You're making your dream come true. Now, you make music, and is it hard to balance like the aspect of the homework aspect and like school and music, or have you found that perfect equilibrium?
I think I found a pretty good balance. I think music's up here, school's down here. Um, School's not really like one of my biggest priorities. I'm really trying to like be like music, music, music. I get good marks in school. I'm in mostly all advanced classes, so I'm not
Wow.
really worried about grades.
Yeah. Okay. Do you own any pets? Do you like other than the horses that you used to ride? Do you have pets? Do you have dogs? And you said
Yes.
your mom said she had a dog.
Yes, I have three
Huh?
dogs.
Okay.
I have one big dog. He's very fluffy. He's a
Uh-huh.
Great Pyrenees Australian Shepherd mix named Gideon. Then we have this little like white fluffy dog named Coco. We're not really sure what she is. Probably like a Cocker Spaniel Maltese mix. And
Uh-huh.
then we have my sweet beloved pug, who's my dog.
Oh, we
Named
have a black pug, remember?
Yes, yes.
I said that to your mom. We have a black one, Buddha, and I
Mhm.
call him the chubby guy. He's so adorable. He's my
Mine's
little
really
monkey.
chubby.
I call him monkey, all kinds of different, you just love
Mhm.
your pets. Um, I tell you that because we had mentioned that earlier that we have a black pug.
Mhm.
Do you have any other pets aside of your dogs?
No, we used to have beta fish, but they died. So just the
They always
dogs
gonna
now.
die, huh?
Mhm.
Um, I think do you find songwriting difficult at times, or you think it's pretty comes easy to you because you just have it in you?
I think I'm a pretty good writer. Songwriting, sometimes I get a little bit of a writer's block, but then I'll just be like, oh, hey, this is a great melody. Let's put some words to it. Bang, song. Um, I've been real good about writing some stuff lately. In the past, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to write songs at all. I'm just going to let people do it for me. But I was like,
Right.
you know what? I want my masters to my own music. I want my money, so I'm going to write my own songs.
I love the determination and the grit you have at such a young
Yes.
age. Um, do you what comes so you I heard melody. So melody comes before the writing process, you think? Do you have
Mm-hmm.
a song or like, all right, like this? Well, you know what, this word can go in there, kind of thing. Is that how it works? The arrangements?
Yeah,
I wonder what
sometimes
kind of
I'll
music.
just like be thinking of a song and then a random melody will pop in my head. Or one time I was washing my face, getting all this makeup off, and a song just popped into my head and I was like, "Hey, let's write this down." And then tomorrow morning I'll get some guitar chords to it. Let's figure out the chord progression. And I feel like it's a lot harder writing songs based off of melodies rather than chord progressions. I feel like it makes it a lot more catchy whenever you do
Sure.
so. But yeah.
What other song? What's on your playlist? What do you listen to when you're not listening to country, or what other music do you like?
These past few days I've become like really appreciative for Nirvana, so I've been listening to and singing a lot of their music.
That's so cool.
Mhm,
Nirvana's great. I grew up, your
mhm,
mom and probably your dad and I all grew up around that time when
mhm.
Nirvana was peaking. They took out all the hair bands and then they started, and it was grunge
Yeah.
rock, right? From
Mhm.
Washington on down, and all these great bands. That's so cool. So I'm happy, it's good because you think I find that if you add a little like a fusion of music when you do the country, a little bit of rock, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
bluesy, that kind of deal. You add a little bit of that and add a little extra sprinkle, hip hop. It might end up with some completely different that the world hasn't seen yet. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good idea. I might
Yeah.
have to experiment with that later.
What's your favorite meal? What's your favorite meal? Like, what do you eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? What's that look like for you?
Breakfast, probably like Lucky Charms, honestly. I don't really care for much breakfast food. I'll eat breakfast, but Lucky Charms is the goat. Lunch,
The breakfast of champs, Lucky Charms.
yes, yes. Lunch, hmm, probably like a burrito, a hot Cheeto burrito. I know there's a real good place out there in Huntington with the best burritos I've ever had. I cannot remember the name for the
Out
life
here
of
in
me.
LA, Huntington Beach.
Yes.
Okay.
Dinner,
Burrito.
probably like
Huntington Beach. Let me write that down. But
jambalaya, something like
okay.
that. My mom makes that a lot, or like chili. She makes real good chili too.
All right. We're gonna have to come over your house for dinner, honey.
Okay, come on, come on.
I know, right? Um, what do you think? What do you think the music is heading toward, in your opinion, at 13 years of age? do you think the music's headed to? You think like country's here to stay and it's just gonna, I mean, obviously you're gonna take it to another level, but what do you think we're headed with music?
I think music is, especially with like the aspects of AI coming into like the music scene, I think there's gonna be a lot of like new AI, but that's gonna be bad because you can't go to an AI concert. So I think actual like music,
comedy,
humans singing.
Yeah.
I think for like country music, it's gonna keep on going into like the more rap, rock and roll type aspect.
I believe it
I
too.
haven't really heard much like down home in the roots country in a long time.
Like 90s and 80s and mullets. And all that.
Yeah, or like I listen to a lot of 50s and like 70s country too. I haven't heard anything like that in a long time.
Love it. You like rockabilly at all?
Yes, Elvis, duh.
I know, but what about Johnny Cash and?
Yes. I played Johnny Cash's guitar at Sun Studios. Yes.
No way.
Whenever I went to Graceland.
Yeah. What about psychobilly? You like more like
what's
punk?
That?
Like kind of like punk? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And do you find? Let's talk in regards to, you got all these platforms now. You got like TikTok, right?
Mm-hmm.
And TikTok, I gotta say, has sort of revitalized and reinvigorated and almost like restarted a lot of people's careers as a result of playing songs that no one's ever heard anymore about.
Yeah.
Do you use TikTok at your age?
I use TikTok. I'm on TikTok a lot. I was on it so much I had to get a screen time limit put on. So I'm not on it as much as I was, but I do post music stuff on there at my Alice Jackson Music account. That's where y'all can follow me.
There you go. Good job plugging that in.
I try to stay active on TikTok. I feel like it doesn't like me that much because I have 13,000 followers, but averaging like 300 views per post. I don't know what that's about, but it's interesting.
I think the algorithm occasionally has everything to do with it, right? And users, and it depends, like the time, and I think it's changed somewhat because it used to be that I would shoot like TikTok many a times. I put it out, and if it was really catchy and it went viral, viral for me was 20,000 and 25 and 30,000, right? At 50,000, you're like, oh my God, here we go, stardom, right? And then at some point it peters out, right? But the point is that a lot of stuff used to go to 50 and 60, but it's tricky with TikTok because you'll have like some astronomical numbers, right? Outrageous numbers. Right. Suddenly you got 10 people that see it. It's almost like you got, stonewalled or something,
Right.
I mean, yeah.
I feel like they're more like stupid content videos where it's like chucking a loaf of bread into people's cart at Walmart or some prank like that gets more attention than people with actual talent. Sorry, the dogs are.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, right. Do you read it? Do you read? If so, what's your favorite book?
My favorite book, I read right after I got my wisdom teeth out. It's called The Fourth Wing. It's such a good book. 10 out of 10 recommend.
Okay. And do you find that your reading has helped you to write better lyrics, perhaps, or at all?
I feel like I read a lot of fantasy books. I only really like fantasy books, so I feel like getting all those magical worlds helps your lyrics be more magical too. So
would it be okay to ask you, Alice, to sing a big part, literally just seconds of your song, maybe Jaguar or something, a cappella? Would you be able to?
Yeah, but it's a little allergy season down here in Oklahoma. So, okay. I'm living my life. I'm a small town girl, riding 2-lane roads and listening to Merle. But I don't want to spend the rest of my life wondering what the other side lives like. Someday I'll find my way out of here, and I'll stop spinning my wheels. I want to drive a Jaguar just to know how it feels. There's Jaguar. Thank you.
Unbelievable.
Thank you.
I dropped the mic. It's unreal. It's so solid and great and
Thank
in
you.
every which way. You have your voice is so angelic. Straight pipes. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Tell your mama and dad that I'm a fan. Okay. So I can hardly wait to put this out there in in cyberspace and just further your career and stuff. I have a couple questions because I know it's getting late. But so, what does a day look like again? In terms of you start your day and then what? Like, are you humming? Are you listening to music in your head? Sometimes you get like I like music a lot, so
On
I
like
used to
a
go to
school
school and
day
I
or like a
in my
normal day?
head all day,
All day?
all
Okay,
day.
so on like a normal
Yeah,
old school
just the
day.
normal thing that young people do. Your age.
Yeah. I'll wake up, I'll go back to sleep, and then I'll wake up for real. And then I'll probably come downstairs, get my phone, turn on whatever song comes to mind. Usually like some 1920s jazz or some like ragtime or something like that.
Wow.
But then I'll probably sing. Yeah, and then I'll get dressed. And if I have a show, then I'll take a shower, do my hair, do my makeup, practice a little bit of my sets, get my sets ready. And then we'll go to the show, get the show done, come home, eat some food, go to bed.
That's fantastic. That's so cool. You're so mature for your age, and
Thank you.
and it's great. Do you have brothers and sisters, by the way, Alice?
I have one brother. He's nearly 12. He's
Okay.
sleeping upstairs somewhere, probably.
Is there a rivalry, we say, or like there's is he like opposite of you, or what's your dynamic like of brother and
He's
sister?
pretty opposite. He has brown hair, green eyes, so opposite of me, blonde, brown eyes. He plays guitar.
Okay.
He likes video
Good.
games. I don't like video games.
Yeah.
Some days he's my greatest rival, and some days he's my greatest ally. So let's just say that.
I love it. I love it. And does he so are there what kind of music is he into, like hip hop or something different, or
He's into like classic rock. He
Doors,
likes Led Zeppelin,
Boston?
Ozzy Osbourne, Nirvana,
Yeah.
of course.
I'll rest his soul. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nirvana is classic rock now. Yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
That's funny. I can't think of it that way, but it's true. It's like early 90s.
Mhm.
Can you share your social media once again, social media handles?
Yes, all my social medias are at Alice Jackson Music.
Simplicity at its finest. It's great to have one because then you're not tricking anybody and everybody can find you easily. I love it. I can't wait to see your name splattered everywhere, splashed just all over the marquees everywhere.
Yeah.
You have such a bright future. Keep at it.
Thank you.
Well, do your thing,
Mhm.
and always make your parents proud and you're a blessing and you're a gift to the
Thank
world.
you.
13 years old. What can you tell younger girls that want to be like you?
I can tell them pick up a guitar, learn to play. Playing and singing, people really enjoy that. Voice lessons really helped me. You got to be determined. If you're not 100%, you're not going to give a 100%. You're not going to show people that you're giving 100%, and they're going to be like, okay, a little kid playing shoo shoo. You got to really be dedicated, and that's my greatest
How
words of
many hours
wisdom.
do people put in, do you think?
Well,
You have
for
to
me
put in
personally, I practice or play at least like 4 to 6 hours a day.
a long time. I think it's fair to say, right, Alex, within that amount of time, people could find out whether this is for them or not, right?
Yeah. And I think you really just got to have like a music ear, really got to enjoy what you're doing. Yeah.
That's fantastic. I'm speechless. I mean, it's been one of a very unique interviews I've had. It's super all the way around inspiring. Thank your mom and your dad for this opportunity for me to have you on. And once again, it's been nothing but great conversation talking to you.
Yes, you too.
That's my show. Guys, it's been fantastic talking country singer, songwriter, superstar, Alice Jackson. That's what Almost Famous Radio Podcast. Super excited. Thank you, Alice, once again.
Yes, thank you for
All your
having
dreams
me.
come true. You're amazing. Good night.
Bye.
Okay.
Good night.
Bye now. Take care of yourself. Good
You
night.
too.